All right, folks, buckle up. Today we're taking a deep dive into something pretty wild. Dogecoin price predictions.
Oh, yeah, this should be interesting.
You know we love to geek out on this stuff, right? And this time, we're focusing on short-term predictions, what some pretty big names in the crypto space think is about to happen.
Short-term predictions. Always a bit of a gamble.
You got that right. But hey, that's part of the fun, isn't it? We've got Master Kenobi throwing out some bold calls, tardigrad's in the mix, even Kevin Svensson's got some thoughts on Doge.
That's quite the lineup, each of them with their own unique approach to analysis.
It's like they're all looking at the same map, but using different compasses to navigate.
I like that analogy.
So, before we get lost in the weeds here, let's take a step back. Remember the Dogecoin frenzy back in 2021? Everyone and their grandma was talking about Doge hitting $1.
Oh, yeah. Doge was the talk of the town. Even Elon Musk was tweeting about it.
Exactly. And now, some of these analysts think we might be on the verge of a repeat performance, or at least a mini version of it.
High hopes indeed. Dogecoin has a history of defying expectations.
Well, it makes it so exciting, right? You never know what to expect.
All right, so who are we starting with? You mentioned Master Kenobi.
Yeah, let's start with Kenobi. This guy, he's known for using the Relative Strength Index, RSI, for us normies. And he's been pretty accurate with his calls in the past, especially when it comes to Doge.
RSI can be a powerful tool, especially for a crypto like Dogecoin, which tends to move based on momentum.
Right. So what Kenobi's seeing right now is, well, he's actually got two predictions out there. Both pretty wild, to be honest.
To you, huh? Okay, lay them on me.
First one, he's saying Doge could hit a new all-time high, like blow past the old one. He's thinking 0 to 85 cents by November 25th.
Whoa, that's less than a week away. Ambitious.
I know, right? And the reason he's giving for this is something called a bullish divergence in the RSI.
Ah, yes, bullish divergence. Basically, it means that while the price of Doge has been dipping recently, the RSI is actually showing a lot of strength.
So it's like the price is down, but the underlying momentum is building up.
Exactly. It suggests there's pent-up energy that could lead to a sudden surge in price, like a coiled spring ready to release.
Okay, that makes sense. But then he's also got this other prediction out there for December 2nd.
Oh, what's he seeing for December?
He's saying Doge could hit, wait for it, $1.
The magic number. That's a bold prediction, even for Kenobi. What's his reasoning there?
This one's based on a pattern he's observed, a 91-day formation that he says indicates a big move is coming.
Interesting. These patterns can sometimes become self-fulfilling prophecies. Traders see them, start buying in anticipation, and that very action pushes the price up.
So Kenobi's looking at the daily chart, right? Zooming out and seeing the big picture. But then we have another analyst, Tardigrade, who's doing things a bit differently.
Different how?
This guy, he's all about the 4-hour chart. He's getting way more granular with his analysis.
So instead of looking at the entire day's worth of price movements, Tardigrade is breaking it down into much smaller chunks, looking for patterns in those shorter time frames. A bit more zoomed in than Kenobi.
Exactly. And what Tardigrade's seeing is a surge coming. Not quite as high as Kenobi's prediction, but still significant. He's thinking Doge could hit $0.70 in its next upward move.
70 cents, huh? Still a hefty jump from where it is now. What's interesting is that even with a much tighter focus on shorter-term price action, Tardigrade is still seeing upward momentum.
Yeah, that does seem to support the idea that there's some real strength building behind Doge, maybe enough to push it past those key resistance levels.
Resistance levels. Which brings us to our third analyst, Kevin Svensson. Now, he's the Fibonacci guy, right?
You got it. Svensson loves his Fibonacci levels. And what he's saying is that Doge has recently broken above a significant Fibonacci level, the 0.786 level. He sees that as a major bullish signal.
Fibonacci retracement is a popular tool among technical analysts, but it's not without its critics. Some argue it's more of an art than a science.
Well, art or science. Svensson's pretty confident about it. He's even identified some specific resistance levels we should be watching. He's saying 74 cents and then the previous all-time high of 73 cents.
Those are going to be interesting levels to watch, for sure. Although I'm a bit skeptical, Dogecoin has a habit of just blasting through so-called resistance points, especially when the hype train gets rolling.
So you're thinking this could be one of those times where sentiment trumps technical analysis?
It's certainly possible. Dogecoin has always been more about community sentiment and social trends than traditional market fundamentals. If enough people believe it's going up, it often does.
So here we have three analysts, each using different methods, yet all arriving at a similar conclusion. Dogecoin is headed upwards.
It's an interesting convergence of bullish predictions. Gives us a lot to think about.
So what's the takeaway for our listeners here? What should they be considering as they watch Doge over the next few weeks?
Well, it's exciting to see this kind of bullish sentiment around Dogecoin, but it's crucial to remember that crypto is inherently risky, especially something as volatile as Doge.
Yeah, no one should be betting the farm on Doge, that's for sure.
Exactly. Do your own research, understand the risks, and never invest more than you can comfortably afford to lose. That's rule number one in the crypto world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh,
But hey, even with the risks, it's hard not to get caught up in the excitement. Could Doge really hit $1 again? Maybe even sooner than these analysts are predicting. Who knows, maybe this time next week, we'll all be celebrating on the moon.
stranger things have happened.
That they have.